Hi, everyone. Welcome to another session of CEO Talks. And always so nice to be here. If you hear me well and see me well, please comment below so we are all in the same page. And let's give like a few seconds everyone to chat and then we'll get going. Okay, amazing, amazing. I see everyone can hear and see me well. Once again, I'm very happy to be here. I am in our headquarters in Miami, and it's been a very busy last few days with the new launches and the new month. It's just a busy and full of work kind of last few days, but we're very happy. Things are going well. That energizes and motivates us a lot. So, welcome. And let's start talking a little bit about April results. So overall, we had an amazing April. I would once again want to congratulate you all. And as it was in March, April was the globest highest ever April in our history that we have achieved. So congratulations. It was a great result. And a lot of countries surpassed their previous results, and some of them were closer to that. But overall, globally, we had achieved the highest April globally possible. So US had an 8% growth month over month and a 67% growth year over year. Congratulations, United States. Canada had 17% growth year over year. Congratulations, Canada. UK had 10% growth month over month and 62% growth year over year. So congratulations. And Dominican Republic was almost the same level as the previous month with a very slight decline, but I'm sure they're gonna catch up this month in May. Not only in terms of sales and revenue, but also we had an amazing growth in leadership base. So we had 230 new leaders in US, Canada, and DR, and the UK. And we had 92 title achievements, advancements. So congratulations, 230 new leadership and 92 new title advancements, and congratulations. This is a great result. Let's talk a little bit about May. We're having a good start in the US and we're slightly over April so far. And definitely this month, we're again expecting a highest ever May of our history. Because it looks like we have plenty of very powerful things happening this month, and we have a very natural and organic growth trend, which is amazing. And we really feel this will continue not only during May, but also during the summer months. So to tell you, we're expecting a highest ever May for this month for globally. And you can expect us in corporate terms a minimum of 25% GV growth month over month. That is our goal for US, Canada, DR, and the UK, 25% GV growth compared to last month. So this is a factual number that we have internally for our sales. We have a lot of important dates during this month, and we have. So first of all, congratulations. Today is Cinco de Mayo. This is for the whole Latin community, but especially Mexico. Congratulations. Later during the month, we'll have Victoria Day weekend for Canada. We have Memorial Day weekend for the US. These are all important dates. And most importantly, we celebrate moms in many countries. So today is this month we will have Mother's Day in most of the countries. A few countries do not celebrate during this date, but majority of them do celebrate. And once again, from Farmasi and from all the leadership team here, we are so happy to have all the ladies pharmacy influencers in Farmasi. And we specifically congratulate our moms and the future moms in Farmasi and elsewhere, all of the moms that we have out there. So congratulations. You are very, very valuable to us, and we thank you all for everything you do for the kids, and kids make the future of this world. So let's talk about product updates. We have 3 product launches so far this month. We have the Latina Lip Lacquer Shade Extension. We had 4 new shades, and now in total we are 10 shades in the Latina Lip Lacquer. Besides that, we have the new Rose Water line, which has been an expected line for a pretty long time. And we had the Micellar Water was just launched. So the Rose Water line is 3 products line, and the Micellar Water is a single product. And we really think these are very, very cool and nice products, and we see that people are actually liking these products. We are also getting ready to launch Midnight Touch Shade Extension later this month. We're having 7 new shades, and we are planning to have this by mid-month. Mid-May, we're having the Midnight Touch Shade Extension, and we really believe that you guys will like this line. Midnight Touch is actually one of the most liked lines in Farmasi we have, and we really love the products, and I know you guys do. So that's great news. So this month will be with a lot of new products. Sometimes we feel like this many new products might take our attention away, but you guys love new products, so we're very happy to have a lot of new products this month. If we have to move into the next topic, which is usually our tech updates, so I want to share a very important reminder to you. If you guys are not using our mobile application, you should definitely use our mobile application, and you always please make sure you have the latest version of it. It's not about for you to just easily track your business, but also we will be sending out some push notifications about a lot of things happening in Farmasi, like all the incentives and promos. You will get push notifications. We're planning to add some other push notifications, so you will be actually getting them right in your phone in real time. I think it's much more effective than email communication. So, you know, a lot of updates back in stocks, kind of all these things will be pushed to your mobile application. So I really recommend you guys, even if you do not use it, I recommend you having it on your phone, log in, open the notifications, so you can always get real-time information about what's going on in Farmasi. And we will be adding a lot of newer notifications there, and I can guarantee that you will like these new notifications as soon as they're live. But not only yourself and every person in your team, please, I really want them to be using this, and please add this to your new recruits onboarding process. So we would love them to have them as well, because they will get faster communication. And trust me, there will be some motivating notifications that we will be sending out. I mean, I can tell you just a few sneak peek items. Whenever you have a new recruit, you will directly get a push into your phone. Hey, Emily has joined into your team. And then when a customer places an order, real time, you'll get the notification. So I think these will be really nice and motivational to real time checking in your phone, like receiving a message. So I really think we will be extending this area. So please take my word seriously. We will be focusing and investing a lot on this area. Moreover, we added a lot of new reports into our dashboard section. And as you know, we had our heritage and legacy reporting system, which was a Power BI system. And this system ended end of April. So we decided to move all of the reports or create more reports in our back office and in our mobile application. We felt like this area is slightly more user friendly and you would like it more. And of course, it's free. It's free of charge. So everyone has access to that. So that's another thing. We have some new stuff coming there as well. But, you know, we're always open for feedback and information and requests. Please ask us if you want something else over there. Please feel free to share that with us. We will be happily to sit down, consider, and add it if necessary. We are extending our content library. So that would be the main section on the website that you're going to receive and reach new content like digital assets, sell sheets, whatever you imagine, pictures. So a lot of things will be added there. So that will be our main area that we will be focusing on the new content. We had in the last 1 month, we had updates on the hot list. Now, hot list section is much more customizable. You can customize the hot list. You can add videos, pictures. You can add kind of like, for instance, imagine you want to have a special Mother's Day makeup. You can have your tutorial video recorded, add it there, send it to your customer or your client, whomever it is. So you will have the tutorial and the products in the same location, which will be really nice. I really recommend you checking out those new features. This is a more Miami related topic. We have in our system now our pickup module. So that means that you can choose the option to pick up your orders from the headquarters. And we have added several new notifications that would clearly tell you when the order is ready, what is the process, what do you need to bring. We added text messaging there as well, so you get more real-time notifications. That's another update we're having. And also, we have really cool features coming up in the next following weeks as well. Some of the things that you will really like it, and we're working on this topic daily. And hopefully, whenever they're ready, I'll be very happy to share what is novel with you guys. So that's a little bit about the tech side. Let's talk a little bit about trips. Again, as always, Farmasi is full with trips. We have so many things going on. And the next trip we're having is the Horizonte en la Playa in Riviera Maya from 2nd until 5th of June. And I will be there personally. And I will be happy to meet and greet you guys there, as well as a lot of people from our corporate team will be there from many different offices around the world. But again, I will personally be there and will be very happy to spend a few days together with you and talk about our business, brainstorming, and the future of Farmasi. So I'm very excited. We just ended the qualification. We're excited because we have more achievers than expected. Registrations are coming very soon. I'm going to let you, the team will let you know when the Swogo pages are updated and you can go in and register. But just to give a rough number, we will be above 1,000 Farmasi influencers in Horizonte en la Playa. So I'm very, very happy to share these with you and very excited for the near future. Join us live on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time to announce the achievers for this exciting trips. Following that, in August, we'll have our Golden and Emerald trips. Those who achieve Golden Manager or Emerald Manager for the first time in April, make sure you repeat this and next month to officially earn the trip. That's very, very important. And Platinum Manager for the UK. As you know, the Istanbul trip is a different level for the European countries and a different for, the Emerald trip is different for European leaders and different for overseas countries. So please make sure you keep your title this and next month and officially earn this trip. We have been working really hard on August trips, Istanbul, Cappadocia, and Venice. We promise you, you will have the best ever experience. We're really working hard, and we're trying to make it even nicer than last year, which was a spectacular trip. And trust me, we're working very hard on this topic. Global updates. So as we're all familiar, 3 days ago, we launched Farmasi France. So congratulations, France is now in our family, and you are now able to sell and recruit in France. And we're very, very excited. So the next, not this Sunday, the next Sunday, sorry, this Sunday, we're having, if I'm not mistaken, I'm clarify the date. This Sunday, we're having a launch event in Paris, in France, and Sinan, our CEO, will be there to meet with the teams, and we're very excited. I can tell you a good fact about France launch. France launch has been one of the most successful, I feel like it's gonna be the most successful European launch so far we had in our history. Now it has been moving towards same volume with Spain launch, and it looks like it's gonna be at the level of at least Spain and the UK. So congratulations, it has been a very, very successful launch. There had been a few slight glitches with product descriptions and languages, but the team has been on top of it, working hard to make those perfect. So I'm very happy about Farmasi France, a brand new country in our family. The last few weeks has been very, very busy, and we had a lot of things happening in the headquarters, and we're very happy. Things are going well. We had a lot of visitors, celebrations, diplomatic visits. So it has been really amazing. And of course, as promised in Mexico City event, I am working very hard to achieve the weight loss promise I made in Mexico City. So hopefully in Horizonte and La Playa, I will be proudly telling you, yes, I achieved what I promised. So that's another good thing going on. And I want to prove that the transformation with Farmasi Nutri Plus is very possible in a very healthy way. So I want to be the real proof of this as the CEO and the president of the company. So I'm actually investing a lot in this area. So that being said, I have given a lot of information about what's going on, the past and the future. So now it's time to invite an amazing guest that we have today. And I would like to invite a very, very special, successful guest. In just 3 months, she has reached the title of Diamond Director. Let's one of our newest Diamond Directors from Ohio. Please welcome Brittany Metke. Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
So nice to see you.
So nice to be here. Thank you so much for this invitation.
Well, we are really seeing each other quite often these days.
Yes. I was just saying that. I just saw you this weekend.
Brittany and I, we met last Friday in the offices, and Saturday they had a nice event in the mansion. Sinan was there to meet and greet with them. So it was very nice to have you guys. Your team has an amazing energy, and it's just 3 months in, and it's just beginning of a very, very successful future. 3 months have been very successful. I know you guys worked really hard, and I know I am pushing you guys for more and more, which we need this. We gotta push ourselves, and let's get started. And let me ask you a few questions.
Sure.
So let's start with some of the boring questions, which I have to ask. How did you start in this industry, Brittany?
I mean, for some it's boring. I feel my life is more like a Lifetime movie. So I actually had no idea about this industry at all. And so to tell you how I stumbled upon it, I'm just going to kind of briefly say I actually spent my late teens and a lot of my 20s kind of a victim of the opiate epidemic. I was an addict. And that was a lot of jails and rehabs, an endless cycle. My parents waited for the phone call, and it was really, really dark times. In that time, I actually got 7 felony convictions. I ended up getting clean, changing my life. And then I found this mother who is a server, bartender. I was a high school dropout, and I couldn't do anything because of these felony convictions on my record. I wanted to do more, but it was like such a roadblock for everything. So I have my 4th baby, and my company, I was working at Red Lobster as a bartender server. They wanted me to become a manager. I was a hard worker, but corporate wouldn't allow them to do it because of my past record. I get invited to a Facebook party, and I have no idea what this industry is or what it does. And my friend tells me I can start a business, and they let anyone do it. And, you can do all these trips and stuff. And I was just like, I had no idea I was signing up for direct sales MLM. I just thought this was like a way to work for home, and there was endless possibilities. And I was so used to being told no anytime I tried. So I remember I got on there and I signed up the link, and it said I was accepted to be a rep. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I was just like, I have to dig in. And at this point, I had like 200 friends on Facebook, and I really just started like just telling my story. And I was meeting people. I was just so excited about the possibility of the opportunity and the product, and I just was sharing it all over. So it was really like an accident, but I dug in, and I was watching YouTube, and I was taking all the action. I wasn't afraid to mess up, and I was just showing up regularly. So by doing that, I ended up building a team, and we did about $360 million in sales, over 34,000 reps, highest of the company. And it was really, to me, an example of what this industry can do. It's, anyone can do it. I was able to get my felonies expunged. They're not on my record. I was able to get off food stamps and all of that stuff that I had no idea was possible, and no one else in corporate America would give me that opportunity. So it really, like, over time, I kind of fell in love with helping others break cycles, helping others see their potential. And that's what I really believe about the industry.
Well, that's actually a very, very powerful story. That's very inspirational. Congratulations. It's very challenging and hard to go through these things, and it's so inspiring that you not only are out of this, but you're now very, very successful. Now you're able to be here and inspire other people with this amazing story. So congratulations, Brittany.
Thank you.
So you just came over to Farmasi as a result of changes in the industry. How was this transition in Farmasi? And connected to that question, we are seeing a lot of changes in the industry in a very similar way. What would be your few suggestions to our Farmasi influencers who are keen to invite some of these other influencers into Farmasi, which they are losing their jobs? And what would you have some sort of nice suggestions to them, or kind of like your experience?
Yeah, so like I said, I spent years building that, and overnight the comp plan changed and everything was ripped out. And so it was really emotional without a warning. And I gave a minute to feel it. I did research, and it didn't take long to know that this is the place to be. And knowing that I had a connection with my sponsor for months, she had told me about So I think my first thing would be make sure you're talking about pharmacy, sharing it, because people are looking for a lifeline for sure. People are starting to notice different things. Companies are scaling back, taking away trips. You know, on social media, they may share that it's not a big deal, but as someone that's been on the other side, they're panicking. You know what I mean? And so that would be like my first thing. If she would have never introduced me to pharmacy as even a customer, 6 months before that happened, I wouldn't have known. It wouldn't have been on my radar. So my biggest thing is make sure that it is on people's radar for sure. The transition, you guys have been amazing. It's definitely, I didn't think I could love the industry more, but definitely the momentum's here. Like I said, I was a top industry leader. I had very generous offers across the board, and everything about here like checked all the boxes. And to be able to see my team winning, people that have never had success in this industry winning. And so my biggest thing is making sure that you are being assertive, aggressive, and telling everyone what we have here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's very valuable. So you have personally sponsored about 150 people in 3 months. What tips can you share about how to bring people to pharmacy? And the next question, is it challenging to work with such a large amount of people in your front line? Do you have certain strategies that you use, and or do you place them under the other people under your team?
So I'm going to say, as far as the enrolling part, that stuff does not happen overnight. A lot of those people weren't strangers. They were people who have been watching me for years that I built trust with. And so that's why I always say, every relationship you meet, it is a long game. A lot of people look at like how that person can be transactional and serve them immediately and cut them out. It never was like that. So I always, no matter where someone was, always being collaborative, helpful. And I just say just being a good person and always showing up. A lot of leaders sometimes might take breaks when they reached a certain point. That never was me. So people were attracted, they trusted, they knew that I was going to show up and work no matter what. And so I do think that is why I did attract a lot of people. So as far as the front line, even I do make placements, but I do tell anyone that I place, like, I'm still their person. And when I make a placement, it is to serve both people. Like, it is an intentional thing. I want to make sure they know that they're having they're going to have support. They're going to have maybe a smaller group outside of the bigger group, but I'm still there for them. But I do kind of have in boards a system. When I enroll someone, I have a personally sponsored chat. Our team is very collaborative. All of my leaders work together. So we just want to make sure no one falls through the cracks. And I will also say, like, my uplines all the way up have been great with us coming in. And that also made it so much easier.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the next question would be, so far in just 3 months, you have developed many leaders in your organization. And similar to the recruitment process, what tips can you share about how to develop leaders, and how do you identify if a new recruit is a potential new leader?
For sure. So first, I want to say shout out to the Real Dream Team. I'm so proud of them. We have almost close to 50 directors and up already, and over 18% and up, and I'm so proud of them. So to me, leadership is definitely a two-way street, and it's not about barking orders and sitting on top. So like I said, it's very collaborative. It's about locking arms and building together, and my leaders are my partners. So we work together, we brainstorm, we problem solve side by side. I'm not here to build followers. I want leaders. And that's what I think of. So I definitely think it starts with culture, intentional about creating a place that's safe, driven, and fun. And also, I think the secret is being consistent and leading from the front. You are going to be a good leader if you just lead by example. Like my focus is my personal business, selling and enrolling, and then I just share how I'm doing that. And a leader is going to be the one that's trying to be on all the boards, earning the trips, and then you can share with your team what you're doing and you can problem solve together. And that's how I always have been. So when I do enroll someone, a simple, easy way for me to see if they, if they're driven is I always just give like a few simple instructions like, hey, read this, do this. And based off of honestly, my little test on if they're going to have leadership potential is how quick they do that. And then I can kind of judge where, from there, how are they self-starting? Can they go and find resources? There's just certain things that you can see if someone is going to be built to be a leader almost from your first conversation with them. And then there's some people that may not be there, but just need a little extra support. So, I've had a lot of people, like I said, pop up as leaders that never were able to before just because they needed that extra support that they may have never gotten before.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Finally, in the midst of economic changes and challenges, what can you tell to our pharmacy family about how to have a successful 2025?
I think honestly, people are always waiting for the perfect time. And the truth is, afraid of being judged. And the truth is, everyone out there right now is looking for money. Even myself, when I heard that news, I didn't have like the privilege to sit there and wait to see how I was going to make income for my family. And I was, making a lot of money. And I'm talking, people can use just an extra $200. So the biggest thing is to make sure that we're getting loud, honestly. Getting loud, staying consistent, following up. I think that's a big thing. Some people will start conversations. Someone will say they're interested. If they ghost them after 2 times, they're done. I always, tell my team the last man standing is going to be the one to get it, the one that keeps following up no matter what. Most people don't commit until after, it's like 80% is between the 8th and 12th time. And just because people take things too personally, they get their feelings hurt. So just like take your personal feelings out of it. It's a business that you want to be successful. So to share pharmacy with everyone and then just keep doing it over and over again, rinse, cycle, repeat. But that's really it. It's not like a secret. I think that we have an opportunity here to save and change a lot of lives. There's people out there looking for a lifeline right now.
I understand. Thank you so much. And do you have any question or anything you want to tell to us?
No, I just want to make sure that people know that they are in the best company and we have such an amazing opportunity here. And I do really think that there are a lot of people out there that have no idea. I really didn't know. And back like last year, I had no idea. And I've been in the industry for years. So I think we can all do a lot better of sharing all the the opportunity, the product, the culture, that we have a CEO and corporate team that listens, that's constantly changing, that invests into us, that's transparent. Because I'm going to tell you, that's not the case for most. And while most companies are scaling back, you guys are all in, and I think everyone needs to know that.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're very right, Brittany, about this. And not only that we talk about these things, people love to talk, but the actual work that is being done, it's very important to see that. Even the launch of France is a very important thing. People are closing doors, we're launching new countries. So I think even this special fact and the launch of France is a very, very important thing to be understood. Before I say thank you to you, I will answer a few questions that came quite often. So the first thing I want to answer is, are we getting Lip Latina like here in the UK? Answer, we're working to have it by next month. Can we get Vivid palette back? Not necessarily, but we have other palettes in the works. What countries are we opening after France? Honestly, we do not have anything yet. We're trying to solidify in the newly opened markets. But of course, there are a few markets that attracts us. And I would say one of these is a major European country. When are we having the sun care line? The US will have it hopefully within sometime June or July, most probably June. Will customers receive push notifications too? Yes, but about the topics that are relevant for them, not about the irrelevant things. After sun for the UK, I gotta ask that to my team. I don't know yet. More perfumes, please. We are always working on new perfumes. So yes, we'll probably we are working on it. Create a price list since we don't have prices in catalogs. That's a good suggestion. We will work on that. And finally, kids line, please. That is a pretty often asked question and request. So we are not necessarily working on that, but we will keep that in mind. Can we have more marketing download materials available, both formats, vertical and horizontal? Okay, we got your request, Lauren. Take a note of that. Important. Sample packs of protein. We are trying to work on that. Holiday size products. Holiday size products? You mean travel size products? I think travel size. Travel size products, we are working on that. And Ireland is in the works. Oh, of course, I forgot to mention Ireland. Yes, Ireland is in the works, and we don't have a fixed date, but we're hoping during summertime. Okay, so virtual try-on is in the works. You can expect it in a pretty close time frame. Digital skincare analysis is in the works. You can expect in a short time frame, etc., etc. So we have a lot of questions, but I think I answered quite a bit, and we're over 30 minutes now. So once again, I would like to thank Brittany for her amazing experiences and feedbacks. We really appreciate her. Thanks, Brittany. And you're doing great. And I know everyone will be inspired by your words. And again, what I mentioned at the beginning, last month has been very successful. And this month, we're again expecting to have global record sales for May, which May is my birthday. So I would accept this as your birthday gift to me as well. And overall, we appreciate the hard work and collaboration. We're always here for you guys. And as you can see, we are stronger than ever. We're more powerful. And we are going with very solid steps to our vision of becoming the largest company on the planet in our industry. So overall, we love you so much, and we love what we're achieving together. And have an amazing May. And I'm looking forward to meet you in the next CEO Talks next month. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.